Hello, my intuitive friends. I am Ruth Ann Richards, and welcome to this mini new moon oracle reading for Saturday, the 4th of December. So, this is the last new moon for 2021, and the new moons are generally associated with setting intentions. So, take a deep breath. And what's at the forefront of your mind at the moment? Is it things you have to finish or want to accomplish before stopping work for the holidays? Are you planning the food? Are you organising the family get together? Are you buying presents? And is it all feeling a bit chaotic? Because if it is, again, deep breath. Celebrations do not have to feel chaotic, and they should not feel chaotic. They're a celebration, they're about joy, they're about fun. So maybe you need to bring some of that back into your life at this point. So just think about what your intention is for the next couple of weeks for this new moon cycle. And I'm going to do a mini oracle reading, which is a 3-card reading to tell us what guidance the universe has for us and how we can stay connected to our intuition over the next couple of weeks to stay calm, collected, and empowered more than anything. The oracle deck I'm using for this mini reading is the Sacred Traveller by Denise Lynn. Beautiful oracle deck with some lovely images and messages, and it seemed appropriate for intentions for the new moon as to where we're travelling in the next couple of weeks. Metaphorically, of course. Some of you may be travelling physically, and if you are, do take care and stay safe. So I'm going to do the shuffle, and if you see the screen wobbling, it's because I've got the desk riser up and I'm doing my poke shuffles on it. And I close my eyes and I see what number comes into my head for the amount of shuffles that I do. And we're just going to ask for 3 messages, as I said, for guidance to help us stay connected to our intuition and feel empowered, because that's the reason we want it to stay connected to our intuition, to feel empowered and to feel empowerment. And 2 more shuffles, and then I'm going to select 3 messages that can help us for this moon cycle. So here we go with the first message. Message number 2 and message number 3. So our first message is beautiful. It's grace and gratitude. And the message on the card says, through gratitude, joy expands. So when you get into the hustle and bustle of thinking you've got so much to do before the end of the year, which, let me just say, is a human-made construct. You don't have to do that. You get to choose. And the hustle and bustle of thinking you've got to buy so much and get ready for the end of year celebrations, for Christmas, whatever holidays that you celebrate, you forget, to be grace. We forget to be graceful. We forget to ask for grace. So it's about that calming down, that deep breath, taking the deep breath to slow down and feel the grace and joy of what you're doing. It is a celebration. It is meant to be joyful. We are meant to enjoy it. And we all know that gratitude can change our frequency of how we're feeling, and that can change the energy around us. So as you're doing all these amazing things, and yes, you may have more to do than usual, be grateful that we're able to do it this year and feel the grace and the joy in what you're doing, whether it's, as I say, organising the celebrations, work-wise, or anything else in your life. Feel the grace and be grateful. The second message is an interesting one. We have distant thunder. And the message on the card is clear the air. And we can see quite an old-fashioned damsel in distress in the castle. She's looking out. She can see the thunder. Now, distant thunder and clear the air might feel a bit scary, but actually this is a good thing, because what happens after a storm? The air is fresher, things are cleared, and it's a fresh start almost. So metaphorically, this relates to a situation in your life, and it's probably a person that you have to clear the air with, that maybe they have said something to you that has either upset you or it was incorrect and you feel the need to tell them your truth of a situation. But there's something here that's about clearing the air with another person. And that doesn't mean it has to be a great big conflict. It can be a very gentle conversation. Clearing the air can be a very gentle conversation, although to be fair, thunder is very loud and frightening. But we only feel frightened because, you know, it's loud and it's scary and it's not something we experience all the time. So clearing the air is probably not something most of us do every day, and that's why there's this element of fear. But you're encouraged to clear the air in a situation that is actually upsetting you, or it's on your mind constantly, because while it's on your mind and you're not doing anything about it, it's stopping you from feeling empowered and being yourself. So clear the air is our second message. And our third message is beautiful. We have taken shelter. And how glorious that we are in winter. And some of us have had snow already, and we have this beautiful snowy scene for taking shelter. The message on the card is the answers are within. And we can see here, there's a hand appearing from the side of the picture holding a lantern with the light. And I love this because this is about lighting the way, and it's also about the light within inside you, finding the light within inside you that knows what the answer is to a situation. And it may be knowing what the answer is to how to clear the air in this situation. So how does taking shelter apply to the answers are within? Well, taking shelter is about quiet, solitude, a little bit of time to yourself. And for me, that would be a lazy meditation. So many of you who know me know my idea of a lazy meditation is making a cuppa, sitting down on the sofa, maybe legs up on the sofa even, watching the clouds go by and just allowing my mind to wander to wherever it needs to go. And sometimes just quieting my mind to just bring up what's happening in the situation and just seeing what comes up to resolve something, but you know how to deal with it. You're just pretending you don't, or putting it off, to be honest. So we have to call out the BS when we see it. So the answer is within you of how you can deal with this situation in a very constructive and empowering way for you and for the other person. But the answer is within you. So you have to spend some time with your own intuition, with yourself, in some moments of quiet, to allow that answer to come up within you. Because while you're thinking about the situation all the time, you're not thinking about the solution or the way to deal with it. You're just thinking about how awful it is and how it's making you feel, and that you don't want to be in this situation. And if you're going around your head all the time, it's really not helpful. As I said earlier, it's not empowering you. So you have to take yourself away from the mind chatter, have some peace and quiet, and just focus on how you can resolve the situation for the good of you and for the good of the other person. So what a beautiful reading for the new moon. We started with grace and gratitude, to remember to feel grace during this very busy season, especially over the next 2 weeks, and to be grateful for what we have and what we can do. We've got the distant thunder where we need to clear the air with a person, and that's something that's on our mind. And how do we do that? We take shelter, we have some quiet time, and we look within for the answer to find the best way for us to resolve that situation and to bring back our own empowerment. So have a great couple of weeks. If you like this video, then I do a daily oracle message for my oracle group, and somewhere around this video you'll find a link to take you to more information about that if you would like to join. And also, save the date, the 31st of December at 10 AM, I'm going to be doing a live oracle reading, a collective group oracle reading, to review the lessons from 2021, what we can release, what we can take forward, and also the outlook for 2022. You can find the link to register for that around here as well. So I hope to see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye.